So, you first.
You said that you had a large block of stock, more than half ownership in a sort of second-rate Hollywood studio, and you can put me under contract. I doubted your word about that. You're not like any phony I've ever met, but phonies come in all types and sizes. So I held out, even after we locked at your cabana door for the papaya cream rubs. You wired for some contract papers we signed. It was notarized and witnessed by 3 strangers found in a bar.
Then, why did you hold out still?
I didn't have much faith in it. You know, you can buy those things for 6 bits in novelty stores. I've been conned and tricked too often to put much faith in anything that can still be phony.
You're wise. However, I have the impression that there's been a certain amount of intimacy between us.
A certain amount. No more. I wanted to hold your interest.
Well, you miscalculated. My interest always increases with satisfaction.
Then you're unusual in that respect, too.
In all respects, I'm not common.
But I guess the contract we signed is full of loopholes.
Truthfully, yes, it is. I can get out of it if I wanted to. And so can the studio. Do you have any talent?
For what?
Acting, baby. Acting.
I'm not as positive of it as I once was. I've had my more chances than I could count on my fingers, and made the grade almost, but not quite, every time. Something always blocks me.
What? What? Do you know? Fear?
No, not fear, but terror. Otherwise, would I be your goddamn caretaker, hauling you across the country, picking you up when you fall? Well, would I? Except for that block, by anything less than a star.
Carl.
Chance Wayne, you're stoned.
Chance, come back to your youth. Put off this false, ugly hardness and
be took in by every con merchant I meet?
I'm not a phony. Believe me.
Well, then what is it you want? Come on, say it, princess.
Chance, come here. Come here and let's comfort each other a little.
Princess, do you know something? All this conversation has been recorded on tape.
What are you talking about?
Listen, I'll play
So at this point, you had your arms around me and then you say that?
You
Right?
You had your arms around me.
Oh, I'm the one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
are you talking about?
Listen, I'll play it back to you.
How did you get that thing?
You bought it for me in Palm Beach. I said that I wanted to improve my diction.
What a smart cookie you are.
How does it feel to be over a great big barrel?
This is blackmail, is it? Where's my mink stole?
Not stolen.
Where's my jewel case?
Here.
Every piece is insured and described in detail. Lloyd's in London.
Who's a smart cookie, princess? You want your purse now so you can count your money?
I don't carry currency with me, just traveler's checks.
I've noted that fact already. But I've got a fountain pen you can sign them with.
Ho ho.
Ho ho, what an insincere laugh. If that's how you fake a laugh, no wonder you didn't make good in your comeback picture.
Are you serious about this attempt to blackmail me?
You'd better believe it. Your trades turn dirt on you, princess. You understand that language?
The language of the gutter is understood anywhere that anyone ever fell in it.
Ah, then you do understand.
And if I shouldn't comply with this order of yours?
You still got a name. You're still a personage, princess. You wouldn't want confidential or whisper or hush hush or the narcotics department of the FBI to get a hold of one of these tape recorders, would you? And I'm going to make a lot of copies. Huh? Princess.
You are trembling and sweating. You see, this part doesn't suit you. You just don't play it well, Chance. I hate to think of what kind of desperation has made you try to intimidate me. Me, Alexandra Delago, with that ridiculous threat. Why, it's so silly. It's touching, downright endearing. It makes me feel close to you, Chance. You were well born, weren't you? Born of good southern stock, in a genteel tradition, with just one disadvantage: a laurel wreath on your forehead, given too early, without enough effort to earn it. Where's your scrapbook, Chance? Where's your book full of little theater notices and stills that you show in the background of?
Here, start signing or...
Or what? Go take a shower in the cold water. I don't like hot, sweaty bodies in a tropical climate. Oh, you? I do want and will accept. Still, under certain conditions which I will make very clear to you.
Here.
Put this away and your leaky fountain pen. When monster meets monster, one monster has to give way. And it will never be me. I'm an older hand at it, with much more natural aptitude at it than you have. Now then, you put the cart a little in front of the horse. Signed checks are payment. Delivery comes first. Certainly, I can afford it. I could deduct you as my caretaker. Chance, remember that I was a star before big taxis, and had a husband who was a great merchant prince. He taught me to deal with money. Now, Chance, please pay close attention while I tell you the very special conditions under which I will keep you in my employment. After this miscalculation, forget the legend that I was and the ruin of that legend. Whether or not I do have a disease of the heart that places an early terminal date on my life, no mention of that, no reference to it ever, no mention of death, never, never a word on that odious subject. I've been accused of having a death wish, but I think it's life that I wish for, terribly, shamelessly, on any terms whatsoever. When I say now, the answer must not be later. I have only one way to forget these things. I don't want to remember, and that's through the act of love making. That's the only dependable distraction. So when I say now, because I need that distraction, it has to be now, not later. Chance, I need that distraction. It's time for me to find out if you're able to give it to me. You mustn't hang on to your silly little idea that you can increase your value by turning away and looking out a window when somebody wants you. I want you. I say now, and I mean now. Then, and not until then, will I call downstairs and tell the hotel cashier that I'm sending a young man down with some traveler's checks to cash for me.
Aren't you ashamed a little?
Of course I am. Aren't you?
More than a little.
Close the shutters. Draw the curtain across them. Now, get a little sweet music on the radio and come here to me and make me almost believe that we're a pair of young lovers without any shame. Okay, let's see how that